Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
You say to me, all I know is that I've got to be free from the things you do. It will all come back to you. Break stride, I'm sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Hello everybody, it's me, Marcus applying. I'm applying my mark. Welcome.
Oh. Oh God. Oh God, I no. No, man. Oh God. You know what? It's just you know what? Oh, but you know what? This is probably an editing moment that I can actually maybe do like a make it edit that out. Nah, that's staying in. Hello guys, you are listening to Midnight Ramen with me, Michael. Hope you all are doing good tonight. It's February. And it's February in the Big 2-6. And it's the I gotta be honest, I'm kind of sore. But before we get into talking about stores and stuff, let's make sure we kick off this episode with a flawless introduction. So if you want to listen to this and watch this happen live, you can go to twitch.tv/MeltLurkOriginal, where not only you can watch this happen live, you can interact in the chat, change how the conversation goes, see this happen unedited. Also see the after show, which is basically more of this. That's once it's gone for the 2 weeks that it's up here, it's not doesn't exist unless if I somehow clipped it or someone else clips it and I like it. But if not, yeah. But every single episode is on YouTube. Same thing. Melt of the Original. You know the deal on YouTube. And on Spotify as well. But also on Spotify, there is the radio show. And yeah, we're in the final stretch of episodes. I mean, the final semester that I was doing of episodes. So it's like realistically, 4 parts. First part was the first semester I started doing it, which wasn't a whole lot. Second part, which wasn't a whole lot because it was right before COVID. And then part 3 and part 4, where COVID was going on. And although the quality and the quality episodes are better, it's kind of borked by the fact I'm wearing a mask the entire time. Although weirdly though, that's when I had the most guests. Huh. Actually, not really. In 3. And then I started another podcast in there. I mean, not a podcast, a radio show. God, those are some days. I stumbled upon like a TikTok of like someone that's like, oh, like talking to the Aether. Literally, this is just that. Like talking to the Aether in a radio show. It's like, hey, you can play your own music, whatever music you can within reason. It's pretty cool. As long as you get it, well, you can play almost whatever kind of music you want, as long as it's 1, clean, and 2, you get it passed by the your program or station manager, your show. Cause yeah, that's the thing. Unless if it's a specialty show that it's just mainly focused on talking, which Yeah. I really shouldn't get into more radio show talk. It's been so freaking long since then. It's been over 5 years for most of that time. Crazy to think that it's almost been 5 years since the last episode, and yeah, getting closer and closer to that. I'm not, after that's done, gonna start doing these, like, retrospecting this own show. That would be so freaking stupid. It'd be like, man, I have to cut this up. No, why would I do that? That just sounds stupid. It's like a huge Ouroboros. I'm not doing that. What's the world snake? Is that an Ouroboros? Yeah, yeah. From like Norse mythology, yeah, it's Ouroboros. Yeah, because Thor tries to kill the Ouroboros, but he can't. Something like that. I don't know. Brother, just fuck. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's Yom Gan. Yeah, Yom Gandur. Yeah, Ouroboros is Greek. Yes. Okay, that is correct. Thank you, Popsky99. Thank you, friend of the show, Popsky99, for correcting me. I knew it was kind of incorrect, but I wasn't like too sure. I knew it was different, but it's similar in concept. You know what's also weird too? You have the world snake, but you have the world tree, Yggdrasil. It's like, what? Huh? My brother in Christ, choose one analogy, dipshit. I'm trying to think if there's like any other thing outside of God of War and like, like Marvel that really does a whole lot with Norse mythology. I mean, yeah, there is obviously, but like, what was that one show? Oh, American Gods did something with that because like the main guy was Odin, but it was also kind of backwards. It was weird. I don't know. I didn't watch it, but like, it's like one of those shows that you always see like clips of it just randomly. And then just like, I don't know. Yeah. It just shows up. Like you don't want to, and it's like, oh, okay. Norse stuff always seems to take more like a realistic Viking angle, but Greeks and Romans always get the mythology. It feels they always really do. Yeah, I think it's kind of, yeah. There was like some show or something like that where like showed Odin saw basically himself die, or it was like Zeus die, or yeah, I think it was like Zeus, and then like, oh, the depictions of different gods from different mythologies that will come to pass in the future, whatever. Even saw like Jesus. It's very weird. Yeah. We're not getting into weird god conspiracy theories here. Let's not do that. I'm gonna jump ship on my before I let those wires start to cross. We're not doing that tonight. Although my head itchy actually. What the fuck? I've been having some weird pains recently. So today during work, and I'm gonna talk about work for a quick second. Not like in a bad way. I mean, you know, but like, yeah, whatever. What was it? So I was like randomly in the middle of the day, it felt like I rolled my ankle, like out of nowhere. I get this like sharp pain in my foot. Like I'm starting to feel like this sharp, yet seething pain where it's like, it's a lot, but it's not a lot to make you freeze, but it's like, it lasts. Like walking on my left foot. I don't know for what reason. I don't like, it felt like I rolled my ankle, but it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And we had to do a huge room flip at about 5:00. And by in the 2 hours that we were doing stuff, like I was walking back and forth a lot. 2 hours that I was there, I had to leave for other things. But in the 2 hours I was there, my foot, like, I was hobbling. It sucks so bad. I was walking way too much. Like, I was on, like, it felt like I was walking on a heel. Like, I had to walk on my tippy toes on one foot, but yeah, walk normal on my other foot so I wouldn't, lose my speed. And it hurt so bad. I feel like I just kind of, I don't know what happened with it. It just came out of nowhere. I feel like I do need to get new work shoes. I have enough shoes, but I need shoes that get enough grip at work that aren't like super confining. And if I like have something roll over my foot, I can't get my foot out, because that's a thing. Like yesterday, I'm not saying like today, I'm saying like 2 days ago. Wait, was it 2 days ago? I can't remember what day it was. I can't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday, but we were loading like a card onto a truck, and this cart rolled over my shoe, and I don't know how. And it like just got only my shoe, not my foot. So I'm just like, I would be in a lot of pain if that was my foot right now, but I just slid right out. But that's, whatever. But work the past couple of days have been a lot. Just a lot. And not to say that, like anyone is bad or whatever. It's just circumstances, the way that kind of the nature of the beast sort of thing. But also a lot of dumb, like weird requests that are just like, kind of like, why are we doing this now? Or why are we asking this now? But also, how are you supposed to know about said thing until you ask now? It's been a lot of that. A lot of like, how are we going to make this work? And we should add this because it logistically makes sense, but it wasn't something that was originally the plan. Which I'm not saying is bad. End of the day, I'll say a little bit something after. I'm not going to show the stuff that I got because I don't want to say which company. And plus, like, because, like, I think I've already said it in last episode. It's like the one time, actually, same company. I've only had to sign an NDA with my job twice with the same client. So, yeah, I don't want to give any information because confidential stuff, but also like I don't want to whatever. Cause like even in like we get group text from the client, and there was just some like people that were not from the group hanging around it. They probably should not have been there. Not like any like just like random strangers that shouldn't have been there. From what it was, I don't know. Which could also mean like, oh, there could have been the competition, which is probably what they're scared of, I mean, who wouldn't be? But it's also weird too because like we've also heard, like I remember, like I've teched events where it's like huge banks, like a huge, I don't know exactly which, I can't even say which ones, but like just as a case example, not an actual what happened. Like I blanked out for a second. I'm sorry about that. I literally blanked out. Like just like not like it actually happened, but like say some huge bank has definitely like say been in and given out information that's like like almost like government secrets that even the government doesn't know sometimes. Like not really on that level, but like comically on that level. Popsky99 asks, is well-known person / company, or you're not able to say that. Is a well-known company. I'm not going to say what they do. I mean, depending on your area, where you're at, you might see their products at this time of year almost every day, depending on where you're at. But they also have stuff for every season, depending on the area in which you're at. That's what I'm only saying. Or where you live / are at. That's it. But good products. Like, and I also don't want to, like, political affiliations. Like, it's very touchy. Because I don't know. And plus, like, yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know. But what was it going at? But they did end of the event, and we don't usually get this a lot. They gave, like, the people that were working it, like, a little gift bag, and they gave us like a sweatshirt, a hat, and like a bottle opener. Like, not like this is the one, like one of those, like, ones that have, like, the circles on this, each side. Pretty decent. It's like for, like, a twist cap, or like just to snap it off, which is, like, pretty solid. And they gave us a little note card thanking us for helping. And usually we're not supposed to take those, because especially if it's money. But if it's like something like that, I feel like, even when I used to work at the Memorial Union, if a client gave you something, as long as it wasn't money, it's kind of chill. But there's also been times where a client leaves stuff, and if they don't ask for it, it could almost be up for fair game. I've seen that before, where it's like, I think I've definitely worn some merch that was just, like, left behind, or they just, like, say, hey guys, if you want this, you can have the shirt, you can have it. Like, I know in my things, I've worn some stuff from, like, a client that were just like, we don't want these, you guys can have them. And we're like, shit, dog, all right. Yeah. And it's also, the main thing about it's money specifically, though, because it's seen as a tip, and because there's other stuff, and because it's a hotel and event center casino. The casino part is where it gets a bit touchy with the money. But yeah, it's not not usually a big deal if we get like a shirt. Like, and it was definitely one of those, like, events or groups that are like, damn, I really want, like, a little merch or swag from this group. Because they had some good, like, merch or things that they were giving out to their attendees. And not like top of the line swag, but like, no, like, I wouldn't say they kind of top of the line, just more like merch, but like, they're like giving out scarves. It's pretty cool. It was a cool event. Very cool event. We did a lot of good work. And a lot of, like, the bullshit stuff that we had to do, it's not really on them. Again, it sucked. It really freaking sucks sometimes. But it's also a part of the client's attitude that comes into factor. And, like, dog, I do this thing all over again. It is, even though it sucked especially at the end, there are some things that I feel like for certain days, not that it's the client's fault, just the way that the nature of the beast was, it sucked for us, and it was like kind of getting us salty. I do it again, you know? It's just fun. That's the joy of work. But yeah, I think I'm at like 30 hours. I'll probably get like, I could easily get 50. I could easily get 50 if I did 2 tens. But I don't know. But yeah, I like I like I like what I do. Even oh yeah, because I don't want to divulge what Popsky does, but at his line of work, it's fine. Tips, but I'm kind of weird about tips. But I'm fine about saying I've literally never reported a single tip I've gotten. Yeah, that too. But it's like, and especially for me, there's cameras. So like gift cards, like there were some good clients. There've definitely been some good clients where I'm just like, they've really insisted to take this gift, like a gift card or something like that. I'm like, dog, no. Like, I'm right under a camera. I'm like, I can sense the camera like beating down on me. I'm like, but it's fun. It's very funny. But let's get off of money and work and stuff like that. I like my job. Maybe big things coming soon. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah. Oh yeah. Last week I saw 2 movies. 2. Well, I think I might have talked about last week, but last week I saw 2 movies realistically before they came out or came out. First one, I'm pretty certain I've already talked about last week. Was Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. It's the basic synopsis that I can really give for it without spoiling anything. Terminator 2, but the AI, but the, robot whatever thing is more focused about the apocalypse being around social media and detachment from human life and some basically akin to that. And then the second one I saw on Thursday, the day after the episode aired, or the day of, whatever, was Iron Lung. I was like on a whim. I was like, hey, do I go see Iron Lung right now? And one of my buddies was like, fucking do it right now. I'm like, you're shit, dog. You're right. So I went. It was good. It's a slow burn kind of movie, and my sister just who's a huge movie person. She's got the AMC Stubs list. She's an A-list member. Blah, 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 blah. She might be listening right now, but like, she's like, "Oh, if it were a slow burn, you would be talking as much." That's not the point. Oh, it could have been trimmed 20 minutes. That's not the point. The point is like it's long, grueling. Like that's part of the experience. Like when I watched it, I had to pee 3 times. First time, I peed before I went to the theater. Second time was during the trailers. And then I was like, okay, I want to, because like at the second time, I'm like, I want to be sure that I get everything out before the movie starts. Just to be 100% sure, because I was feeling it when the trailers were going and the trailer for Crime 101 was on. I'm just like, all right, brother, I want to be sure. So I go, come back perfectly fine, get into my seat. Oh, fuck, it's Greg Marcus on the fucking screen. The God, the movie God. Fuck what you mean about the movie Pledge of Allegiance. They're like, AMC isn't playing that shit no more. They're not doing the whole thing. They're doing like, oh, heartbreak feels good in a place like this. No, different ad, like every month or so, maybe more or less, from the man, the myth, the legend, Greg Marcus. King. But imagine if, Nicole Kidman and Greg Marcus did a collab for a movie and sure thing. I think the movie theater industry would be like booming. Booming. Okay. Popsky99 asks a question. I didn't really get into the hype behind the game, and I'm astonished they managed to turn it into a full-length feature-length film. Like, how is there enough source material, or did they flesh it out a bunch more? I feel like they fleshed it out a bunch more. I think for Iron, and this is for Iron Lung, I think Markiplier saw what whatever, I can't remember his name, that made the game. I think he saw what he was trying to do and saw that it's interesting enough that you can flesh it out to make it into a movie. I think that's kind of what he saw. Like, he kind of liked the lore and the story to it, but it just wasn't fully there. I think that they worked together to make it a bit more fleshed out. I don't know exactly. I haven't played the game, but I think that's kind of what their idea was, or the main concept. I would guess. Like, I also didn't watch the playthrough. I feel like I did watch some of the playthrough way, like, a couple, whenever he did it. I feel like I remember seeing some of it, but I just don't. It's been so long. Like, I feel like the game is decent, but, like, not enough to, like, whatever. I don't know. You could game would be decent stream. Honestly, Popsky, this would have probably been your what's the game? Bleach. What's that? Mouth washing. This would have been your mouth washing like 3 or so years ago, because it's in that same kind of vibe, but like it's like storytelling but eerie and taking whatever. I don't know. I feel like mouthwashing has a bit more story and a bit more interaction with the player, but I don't know. Playing for the first time after seeing the movie would be a very unique experience. I love it. Yeah. I played the game and I didn't love it. Oh, so you have. Yeah, and plus, like, the way that the movie really interacts with how the player is able to interact with the Iron Lung, the sub, is a lot less clunky. It's a lot less clunky than it is in the game. I just remember, like, it is so clunky. Because, like, you gotta, like, individually turn left, turn right. It's not a wheel. And then to go forward, like, I only think you can only go forward. At least in the movie. I'm not trying to spoil things, but like he uses like a clipboard to like keep momentum and to like mark down things as he's going. Which I love the ingenuity. I like that storytelling. Because, like, yeah, it's not a lot happening, but it's like, oh, it shows, like, here's all this buildup leading to, oh, is it something? No, it's something horrifying. Because, like, I think there's, like, two, okay, spoilery-ish things, but not really. There's two, like, I feel like a couple montages of where it's like, I'm going to hold my hands up for, like, spoilery things like this. I feel like there's two montages where it's like he does all this stuff and prep and, planning, and then it leads to something that's either completely horrifying or, oh, fuck, I literally did nothing. It's like the couple instances that happens. I feel like it may happen a couple other times. I'd have to, I don't know, but it's like it happens and it serves its purpose. But then something else happens, and then oh fuck, something else happens. I like how it like does a little bit of like cranking the temperature in the pot up slowly, but jerks a little bit every once in a while just to make sure, hey, this is you are going to die. Okay, enough spoilers. Ow. I want to be wrong. Being a movie. Go see it. It's like for a movie for it being a movie, and for people saying that it's an indie film. The fact that he was able to distribute it the way that he was able to get it is incredible. First of all, independent like that, crazy. But I wouldn't say it's a low budget. I wouldn't say it's like a super indie, quote, asterisk, indie film. Because other movies have been made for cheaper. Look, go on YouTube. Like, literally, go on YouTube. Look up Joel Haver. Literally. Like, there's a billions and billions of videos and short films, or just full-length films. Not even documentaries. Like, because YouTube, there's a lot of those. Like, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of just movies that are made on small, minuscule budgets below $1 million and aren't, that don't get those kind of releases or have huge releases, or made for less and were just distributed from a company. It's also depending on where you are from, how you're able to get those connections to distribute the rights. And I think it was kind of good on Mark's part because he owns the rights to the film. And that's why I feel like it's kind of good for him in all of this, because he keeps the rights for it, but he's the way, at least from what it seems, he's gonna use the money and actually give it to the people that worked on the film, rather than I'm just gonna keep it in my pocket. Although he is probably gonna keep a lot of it in his pocket because he did a lot for the movie, which is acceptable. Will I say it's the best movie all time and deserves awards? No. It's got flaws. Every movie's got flaws. But, like, is it good in what it does? Yes. It's a good isolation film. Because you really only see... I'm not going to say how many people you see. It's really only just takes place in one thing the entire time. You're only in the sub. He does not leave the sub. Or the camera, except for like dream sequences, it does not leave the sub. Which kind of spoilery, I guess, but also not really. It's a good movie. I watched, it's definitely a theater experience, though. 100% a theater experience. But yeah. Let's get into some card openings. Fucking Lauren's out. I did some experimental... Oh my god, I gotta change... You know what? Let me do some color changing on this, because this looks horrible. I tried to, do some color correction on this a little bit earlier, and I don't think it really worked. See, that doesn't look right either. That just looks like... It looks too warm. I want it to be bluer. That's yellow. That's too blue. That's too red. God damn it. That doesn't look right. No, you know what? Screw the color correction. You're getting this. You're getting the unfiltered image. I don't know. I tried to fix it. And plus, like, another thing I want to try to get. Another thing with this setup currently, the focus is so weird. Because, like, when I'm playing with my boys, Outsider FM and Cryo Me a River, or Cryo Me underscore River, and Outsider FM underscore on spell table. Like, it really gets out of focus at random points. It's just so. But I don't know. 3 packs. Fuck it, 4. Let's do 4. Fuck it, 4. My granny. Oh, I did open a pack yesterday because I was like, fuck it. So like, whatever, I'll just open this pack, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. Morning Tide's Light. Just like, son of a bitch, I open a mythic. Of course I would. Maybe Popsky comes on once again, maybe. Ooh. Oh yes! Yeah! I'll talk about that in a second, actually. Damn. Once we get away from magic stuff. I was... Oh, change the Wayfinder. Man, this set is so freaking cool. I gotta tell you. It's just full of whimsy and wonder. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's a blood letter. Of Aclozots? No. God damn. I gotta tell us... Nice. Nice. This is like a... I don't know, like a $15 card, I think? I can't remember. It's a good card. It's a formidable speaker. Oh, I should actually say what it does. I'm stupid. Jesus Christ. It is a 2 and a green for a 2/4 elf druid creature. When this creature enters, you may discard a card. If you do, search your library for a creature card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. You can pay 1 and tap it to untap another target permanent, which is really good. Really good, actually. And then foil Scarblade Scout and Swamp. So the other day, I'm going to like open the packs, but not like look at the packs. So the other day I got home from work and I started working on the elemental tribal deck, or typal deck, I should say. That's the right terminology now because, yeah. I was working on it, and man, there is a lot of good support for it right nowadays, and with this set too, that once I get it done right, I have like 15, 16, 17 cards that I need to take out of the deck to make it full and to make it acceptable for a commander deck. But man, it is it is tough as hell because it's so good, but I can't get rid of anything. So I don't know what to do. I'm like, fuck, I keep finding new cards to add in that are just really good. So I'm like, argh. It's annoying. Anyway, Gold Medal Nomad, Meryl, ooh. Let me actually, Tweeze. Scarblade Malice, Wary Farmer, Gallant Fall Knight, Squawk Roaster, Squawk Roaster, Darkness Descends, Lofty Dreams, Protective Response, Taster of Wares. Oh my god, I am stupid. It is a 2 and a black for a 3/2 Goblin Warlock. When this creature enters, target opponent reveals X cards from their hands, where X is a number of goblins you control. You choose one of those cards. That player exiles it. If an instant or sorcery card is exiled this way, you may cast it for as long as you control this creature, and mana of any type can be spent to cast that spell. That's pretty decent. I think I might put that in the... I could put in an exile deck, but I don't know. And then for my foil as a Thought Weft Imbuer. The mountain. Oh, it's not a full art mountain. That's cool. It's not even a full art. Which I feel like the full arts are harder to find these days. I don't know. Like Cam Outsider FM was like, "Oh no, it's so hard to find. It's harder to find the full arts." No, I feel like it's harder. Like personally, I feel like it's harder to find full art to find like bordered lands, which is crazy. I don't know. Somebody may be taking crazy pills. Who is taking them? We don't know. Explosive prodigy. I think we're both taking crazy pills, to be honest, but who's having the bad side effects? We don't know. Dose of Dawn Glow. Wander Wine Farewell. Thou Weft Buer. Hey, look. Again. Oh, and Sig's Command. For Kindred Sorcery. Merfolk. Choose 2. Create a creature token that's a copy of target merfolk you control. Creature target players control gain lifelink until end of turn. Target player draws a card. Or tap target creature, put a stun counter on it. And that is for 1 white and blue. The thing that sucks about this set, though, there's not a Bant merfolk. There is one, but it doesn't care about merfolk. It sucks so bad for a commander. It sucks really bad. Because, like, the main merfolk colors are blue and green, Simic, but Bant has white in it as well. But this set does a lot of white, blue, Azorius, merfolk, and it just sucks real bad. And the foil for this one was Perfect Intimidation. Intimidation? Okay. Last pack. I should have already been done with this, but whatever. Ooh, good one. Great Forest Druid. Even though it's a common, that's a good card. Just period. Dose of Dawn Glow. Illusion Spinners. Evershrine's Gift. Prismatic Undercurrents. And Torrent's Command. Fuck. It's a kindred sorcery for 4 elf for 4 black and green. Choose 2, tap, create a token that's a card. Choose 2, create a token that's a copy of target elf you control. Return 1 or 2 target permanent cards from a graveyard to your hand. Destroy target creature or enchantment or creature or creatures you control. Target player controls get +3/+3 until end of turn. Untap them. All right. And then the foil is a Brambleback Brute. And the 4-art Mountain. Let's see. Full art, non-full art, non-full art, non-full art. What? I might be taking the crazy pills. I think it's Dad's time to take the crazy pills. Let's be honest. You know, I think it is going to be a... And speaking of Popsky99, who is currently hanging out in chat right now, he's going to be moving pretty close. And I think a collab may be soon. My personal thoughts... There's been a lingering thing in the Popstarter Discord, or just in the Popstarter universe realm, for the longest time, since basically the conception of it, is a tub stream. And for people that don't know what I'm referring to, so back when the whole, like, when these streams started, talking Tubby Time. Yeah, we're talking about Tubby Time. He's throwing the tub emotes. So, back in the day, Jiggle Jiggle, in 2021, 2022, 2021, when the gang, me, Popsky, and Outsider started getting into stream again, or really getting into streaming, there was a lot of jokes here and there and things and ideas that came around. But one of his because he was living in the dorms at the time, was, and for those that lived in the campus of MSUM, he was living in Nelson. But the thing about Nelson at that time, and I think they were I don't know if your floor was renovated or not, but like I know the bathrooms weren't because in the bathrooms, or at least one of the, I remember going into some of the bathrooms and they were decrepit. That was still had a tub. Oh, Popsky says mine was one of the only ones that still had a tub. And it was, if I remember correctly, it's like one of those tubs. I don't know if it's the best way to describe it. Kind of like the one in Saltburn, like one of those kinds of tubs where it's like in the middle of the thing, just like kind of awkward. Doesn't make sense why it's there. Kind of tubs, not like modern day bathroom kind of tubs. Yeah, the tub emote, and if you're looking in the Twitch chat, you'll see it. It's a nightmare of a bathroom tub, but the idea of it was to do tub time, is to do a stream where I don't know if it was during the meta of the tub stream, but to do that to do that. But once Popsky 99 moves closer into the cities, what I'm thinking, and I want to know this, I'm literally talking to him right now over the stream. You want to come over to my house? I have a hot tub. Not like a huge hot tub, like a spa, like a little bath hot tub. Do we do it? Do we finally do tubby time? Thoughts? I'm just saying. It would be so goddamn funny. Of course, we would have to wear like shirts and like shorts. Of course. But like, it would be so hilarious. We can't. With you also in the tub, or I would be in the tub. We can't skinny dip. That's the problem. Twitch would kill us. Fuck. Jeff Bezos would fly in his private jet to my house and snap my neck clean on stream. He would have Will Neff teleport through the screen and kill us both. He would have. I'm trying to think of which he would have Queso come in the vicinity of our town and just sit down and nuke the whole town. That's how much, if we even showed a nip. But yeah. But all jokes aside, two boys sitting in a hot tub, in a bathtub, doing an interview stream would be hilarious. I do need to figure out how to get these working. I've had these for way too fucking long. You would think that I've had these not too long. I've had these for almost a year. Actually, hold on. Give me a minute. I know exactly when I bought these, because one of the podcasts that I listen to, Dungeons and Daddies, there's a specific episode I remember doing it or listening to when I bought these. This series, that series season shouldn't have went on as long as it did, but it did. It was the latest one that they did that was called the Peachyville Horror. Where the fuck is it? It was episode. What the fuck is it? Hold on, I think it might be. Episode 9. It says September 10th, 2024. I don't think it was September 10th, 2024. It could have been the next episode. I can't remember if it was episode 9 or episode 10. Hold on. Actually, I could check that by the description. Oh, episode 10. September 20, around September 24th, 2024. Around then. So yeah, I've had these for well over a year. Yep. Look up the Tub with Austin show in the after. I will. I think what. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun idea. I also do want to get the boys on the podcast.
My drink is in a pancake. Green paint.
I'm not even getting into the ending the show, but it's like, no, I do want to get them on because I know I don't know if they're working on like they just recorded stuff for like a Darian solo stuff, or if they're recording stuff for another album. I don't know, but they have a lot of music that they're working on. I don't know if they're going to be doing a lot of shows this year. Maybe not, but they are definitely making a lot of moves. I just want to see another Go to France by my boy. Parlez Léon France. God damn. I'm going to take a sip of my orange monster. I have an orange monster. 2 orange monsters. And I just crushed one. Now time for me to crush the other. Ah! Feels like I'm forgetting something. Oh, it's a freaking scorcher out there. Holy fuck. Compared to last week, or past couple weeks, it's like, what's the high for today? Let me check. I think the high's supposed to be like, it's 37. Holy shit, that's hot. That's hot. Yeah, like last week, I think the high was like 10, if that. Feels like whatever. Yeah, today's gonna be a fucking scorcher. Fucking scorcher. I remember doing the radio show one time with my ex, and one of the things that we would say whenever it got like weirdly warm for the time, especially during the winter, one of the things is like fucking scorcher. And I think she accidentally said fuck on the air. I'm just like, hey. But I can't find that one. I don't like I've definitely passed it. I don't know where it is. But we have said it. I know we've said it. I know I've passed it. I don't remember if it ever happened. I'm freaking confused on where it is. So I'm just like, because, like, I'm at the point where I don't have her on because she's at the current point of where it is. They took you down? They wiped it, bro? They took you down? No. Like, no. Like, I recorded the episode. I don't know where it happened. I just don't remember. Like, I know it happened. I just do not remember where it was. And where I'm at now with the 5-year stuff, she's not on because she's in Texas. She graduated. So I was like, I don't know where the fuck she is or where it happened. Oh, the CIA came and stealthily did. Yeah, Kopsky would honestly be the one to know because he's a government sleeper agent. This is true. We can confirm this. Just trying to think of what's the activation code, though. I don't remember. I know I tried my best to do it, to figure it out one time, but I didn't hit it. I think it's a series of words, though, but I feel like he knows it, though, which is odd. A lot of secret, like, sleeper agents don't know their trigger word, but he does. Like, why? Like, imagine, like, imagine, like, and I'm only saying this in hypothetical. Imagine you're like a sleeper agent, you're getting down and dirty, and like it's like, oh fuck, wheelbarrow is like your trigger. I'm like, oh fuck, wheelbarrow. Your girl be getting different kind of shots, I tell you that. Different kind of back shots. So bad I remember what it was. I could play to this bit better. It's not a bit. We know it's a real thing, Popsky. We gotta dig it out. We gotta just dig into that subconscious of his. I believe Popsky 99 can change the world. Time to end the show, I guess. So if you want to listen to this live, you can go to twitch.tv/Meltaleric Original. All one word. Where not only you can interact in the chat, you can change how the show go like Popsky99 has been doing, right? You won't appear on screen because I have trust issues. At least during the actual episode itself. After show, I don't give a damn. As long as you're not saying slurs. Yeah. Or being mean to a certain degree. It's fun. Like, so, there's a certain kind of being aggressive and funny, like rage baity. But then there comes a point where just being stupid, a goblin. Oh my god, I just remembered. Cam's a goblin. I'm not going to let that fucking rest. That's a case that still hasn't sit with me right. You know what? I think we might need to put, in the after show, we might have to put that footage on just to be sure. Just to be sure that he is a goblin. Because I'm pretty certain that he is. Like, man, that case does not sit well with me. Man. What was I at? Oh, it's something about, like, something after show. In the after show, it's not going to show up anywhere except for, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? Once it's gone off Twitch, it's gone. But on YouTube and Spotify, you can watch every single episode. On Spotify, only from 100. I feel like I should really change it, though, so that it has the RSS feed of what I have from YouTube. I don't know if that's possible. If I could just merge the two, that would be optimal. I could look into that. I just fucking don't know. Anyway, but also on Spotify, you can see the radio show, which is a 5-year retrospective of each episode as they came out to the day. Those come out literally at midnight the same day that the episode aired. And they also have some music playlists, which is pretty good. I've kind of, and I think I said it on the previous one, not this last week, but the one before it. Like, I just kind of given up on the, like, no explicit music because, like, fuck, some of the songs on there are just kind of impossible to find, ones that are, like, the clean version or an alternative song that still fits within the thing. Like, I don't have time for that. Some of those episodes I needed to do the same day, get it done, and get it fucking out there, man. I have less than... I remember doing that first episode of this last like starting this, fourth, whatever, semester, last batch. And I'm just like, I had got it done in 2 hours, which is insane. Insane. Usually it'd take like 3. But I think one of the segments I like cut short, which like, yes. But yeah, especially in the later episodes, oh boy, I'm going to want to kill myself. The last episode is double long, so oh boy. And I lost the last 15 minutes of it, which I'm trying to remember which song it was. We could listen to that too in the after show. Yeah. I think it was Go to France or something by Darian, which, hey, thank you to Greatness for the use of their song Used to It off of the album The Call. Again, as I stated maybe before, they're recording new stuff, I think. I don't know. I can't remember offhand. But it's going to be, like, when they release a new one, I think they could honestly beat their... It's going to be hard to beat Come What May. But I think they can do it. I think it was a proof of concept of how, the quality of music that they can put out outside of college, you know. And I think it was definitely a step up from The Call. Like, a huge jump up from The Call. But I think they can... They're, like... I can't really compare them to the other artists within the genre because, like, not to say that I don't listen to other artists from the genre, but, like, I don't know. It's good shit. Like, I don't hear a lot of things that are, like, you know, off-putting, that are bad. And I'm not saying this because I'm their friends or whatever. No. But, like, genuinely, like, most of the songs, I think... There's a couple within this one that are just like, don't fit the vibe. I think one specifically I say is Chaos Brigade. Like, it could be better. I feel like it's not as raw. I don't know. But like, fucking Come What May. Chef's Kiss. Twisted. Right after that, on the album. Amazing. On a roll, fucking peak music video, peak. And I'm not saying that because I'm in it. No, it is legit peak. That music video was so fun. I think that music, we'll talk about it in the after show. I have like 3 things to do in the after show now. So let's get into the after show. Thank you. Fuck it. It is past 1 o'clock. I could go on for longer, but I don't want to. This is a reason that you need to be here in the stream when this happens so you can see it. Or on Twitch while it's still on. Thank you guys for watching. Do what you're doing. It's not Minute here anymore. But it is Minute somewhere else. So until it becomes Minute here once again, I will see you later. But until then... Adios and bye-bye.